What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and I'm with the Hulk and Super-Skrull to talk about the exciting relaunch of my channel DSPStreetFighter, the impending release of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which I'm proud to say I've had some time to play the final build, and I want to talk a little bit about that, and then I want to explain basically what kind of stuff you're going to be seeing on this channel in the future during the relaunch. So, first of all, I got to play Marvel 3, okay, and I'm not going to put up any footage of the game until it's legally released next week on Tuesday. But what I can say is this. The game is fucking amazing, okay? First of all, the graphic design, I love it. And I was actually a person who did not like the graphic design of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I thought it was too cartoony. This game, even though, yeah, it does have a cartoony, inky art style to it, seems to be a lot more serious than that game was. Wesker looks fucking so dope, and he's got this aura of evil around him. I mean, every character has these little graphical nuances that basically complete them. Arthur, hilarious. He gets the armor from the games that he's been in and stuff like that. I just love it. The backgrounds are so good. I'd have to say these, in my opinion, and I've only played the game for about 2 hours, these are probably the best backgrounds I've ever seen in a fighting game ever. I mean, they took characters from the Marvel universe and also from the Capcom universe, and they threw them all together to make these really intricate things. Like when you're in Metro City, you've got the statue of the mayor Mike Hagar knocked over, the Mad Gear Gang are sitting there on it, and you know, popular characters from the Final Fight series are there. I mean, it's just, everything is just crazy, interactive, really good. And I have to say, the one thing that I was a little afraid of during this whole process of them saying, oh, you know, here's the game, uh-oh, we're changing the button scheme, uh-oh, we're changing the way helpers work and things like that, was that I was afraid the gameplay wasn't going to be on par with, say, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's different. It definitely is different. What I have to say is the game has slowed down its pace a little bit. It's not insane with crazy amounts of helpers and things flying out at all times, but that's not to say that there's not a lot of shit on the screen and it's not chaotic. It definitely is. The one major change that I can tell that's the difference between Marvel 2 and Marvel 3 is the helper system, or the assist system. And what I mean by that is in Marvel 2 it was always easy. If someone was attacking you, you could just, oh, I'm blocking, let me spam on my assist button, and you know, Cyclops would come out with the uppercut and bust through. Helpers don't work like that anymore. Helpers are a lot more like they were in Marvel vs. Capcom 1, where they are more of like a range-based kind of a deal. You want to maybe, you call out your helper and it's Sentinel drones, but the drones are coming out and they're very slow, but they are tricky. The other thing is, unlike Marvel vs. Capcom 2, your helper always comes out right next to you. Sometimes they even come out in front of you. So again, for a helper like Sentinel and his drones, in Marvel 2 he was a very safe helper because he stayed near the back of the screen and the drones came out to attack. Now, if you're getting attacked and you call out drones, Sentinel jumps out into the middle of the battlefield and gets his ass kicked, okay? So it's a lot different. I think it's going to be a lot more about controlling the screen with maybe trying to get helpers coming out at certain times, shooting projectiles, or maybe doing a tricky extended combo. Some of the helpers are actually specifically made to off the ground when someone's on the ground after a combo, so you can continue fighting. I do like the new system. I did try the new, and forgive me because I'm not up on all the terms, but I think it's called the X Factor system, where if you press all 4 attack buttons, you actually go like into a beast mode where you have more damage for a certain period of time. Seems like an interesting thing. I'm wondering if some people might actually start using it like early on, while others might actually use it at the end of the game when they're about to die. I think some people might say, gee, you know, Wesker's my best character, I'm going to use that X Factor right away as soon as I start fighting, so that I can get that 1 or 2 tricky combos and I can kill your whole team in 5 seconds. But I think other people will want to use it for, like, say, their last character as like a last resort, a last way to save the match. I'm not too sure if there's any new defensive things. I know there's still, they call them alpha, I don't know if they call them reversals or alpha counters, but basically when you're blocking, yes, you can cancel out of block, and then another one on your team will come out and do a move as a counter hit. And that's pretty good. I'm glad that those are still in the game, because if not, there might have been no way to get out of like a lockdown trap if someone's keeping you blocking forever. But for the most part, the game looks great. The sound is amazing. I have to say, the sound effects, the voices, at first I thought they were going to be annoying, but after playing for a little while, it actually started to grow on me, and actually the voices are very apropos for whoever you've selected. So for example, if you pick Deadpool, he's going to be making wisecracks, he's going to be saying funny things, his win quotes are hilarious and actually pertinent to each character who he beats and stuff like that. But at the same time, you have someone with Wesker who's like referring to, oh, I'm going to rule the world and all of this kind of stuff. So it's really, really cool. Initially, it's looking like my team might consist of Wesker and Super-Skrull. I really don't have a third yet. I was using Sentinel a lot as a helper, but I really didn't have a chance to learn him. He is very, very different than he was in Marvel 2. He has no super armor except for when he's using his launcher, so pretty much he can't, you know, bust through stuff like he used to. He can't fly and fly easily like he used to, and it's definitely not as useful anymore. Although I do see potential there for some really good extended combos. But yeah, I like the game a lot. The one thing that I am a little worried about is helpers, when they come out, can take monstrous damage. And I'm talking like, there were some times when I was thinking it's Marvel 2, so I would call out Sentinel, and Sentinel would jump out in front of me, eat a super, and he loses like 60% health. Now don't get me wrong, yeah, you can have him go out and regain that health as long as you don't keep calling him out, but that's a lot of fucking health, and that's just day one we're doing this, okay? What's going to happen in 6 months when people realize there's ways to almost instantly kill helpers? That's going to be insane, and maybe people will be more reserved even calling out helpers. I don't know. This game is really, it's brand new. The characters are so varied, and even the characters who return, like Captain America, he's totally different than he was previously in the Versus series. He plays way differently. So I am excited. I think this game is really going to be a really hype, chaotic toss-up for the first couple of months of competitive play. I think we're going to see stuff just like when Marvel 2 came out. You're going to see play styles that evolve. You're going to have people who run away the whole match, and it seems like characters like MODOK might actually facilitate that kind of gameplay. Then you're going to have people who are rushing down constantly, so that might be someone like a Wesker, who, you know, he tries to teleport behind you, teleport in front of you, and trick you, and then, you know, keep rushing you down. So I think there's going to be a lot of different things going on gameplay-wise in the game, and I'm really excited. So Marvel 3 hands-on, my rating so far, day one gameplay, it was great. And you will be seeing more gameplay, obviously, starting on Tuesday. So now my future plans for this channel, now that I'm relaunching it, it's going to be all about Marvel 3 for the next couple of months. And then when Mortal Kombat 9 comes out, I'm also going to be trying that. But first of all, special thanks to Tom from the website, thekingofhate.com, my website. He designed everything you see around you. He designed this custom channel background and a custom banner with HTML code that links to all of my stuff. That's freaking amazing. So thank you, Tom. Yeah, and I'm so excited about this relaunch. Water, cool. Because with a new game like this, there's massive potential for me to do a variety of stuff. So first of all, the first thing you're going to see on the channel is I'm going to a midnight release party at the Play and Trade Game Store in Danbury, Connecticut. It's around 9 to 9:30 on Monday night, which is February 14th. They're opening the doors. They're letting everyone in. They actually got official permission from Capcom to let people play the game Monday night. They actually called Capcom and they said, yeah, you could do that. So people are going to be showing up from all over to play the game for the first time, hands-on, play it for a couple hours. They are going to have a tournament, and I may or may not enter it. I know that for a fact that a lot of people are already playing Marvel 3 because it leaked, and I get the feeling there are going to be people there who know what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure they're going to enter the tournament. So it might be like a day one secret tournament, you know what I mean? Like, okay, people who've been playing the game, let's see what they can do. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. At the very least, it's going to be hype seeing all this new stuff for the first time. Once that party's done, I'm going to come back here, and if anyone wants to play that night, we'll play it that night. If not, definitely all next week, I'm going to have people over here playing the game with me. I'm going to be trying to get myself in training mode. I'm going to be going online and testing the online play. Unfortunately, just so everyone knows, because been having some internet problems. They're solved, but the only reason they're solved is because I disabled the speed boosting package that my ISP was providing me. Therefore, I guarantee you the online play is going to suck. There's nothing I can do right now about that, but they're looking into it. They're actually looking at repairing the lines in my condo here to see if they can basically get the surface working again. But anyway, I digress. There's going to be so much match gameplay, offline, online, combo videos, tutorials. I'm planning to do all of it, and it's going to be here on DSP Street Fighter. In addition to all of that, I have made the official decision to begin following the EVO, Road to EVO, I should say, tournament series of fighting game tournaments this year. It all starts at Winter Brawl, which is on February, I believe it starts on a Friday. So that would be 15th, 17th, 13th, 14th. Friday, February 25th through through Sunday, February 27th. That's in Philly. And for information on that, go check out shoryuken.com in the tournaments and events section of their forums. It's pretty much the first or second tournament there. It's going to be the first major Marvel 3 tournament in the United States to ever be held. And the people who make like the top 12 spots actually get points, per se. It's almost like a Ranbat. And those points will help you to get a better seed when you go to EVO this year for finals in July. So that's great for me because I'm going to go to Winter Brawl, and the next stop is actually in 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks after that is Final Round in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm going back to Georgia for the first time in 4 years to compete. So I'm really excited. Don't get me wrong, there will also be other gaming footage on here. For example, if I go to a Super Turbo tournament or I play in a Super Turbo tournament, I'll record that. It's not just going to be Marvel 3, but Marvel 3 is going to be the majority of the footage, at least for the next couple of months. But I'm really excited because I'm going back to the tournament scene. It's been 4 years since I toured the tournament scene. And with the opportunity with brand new games coming out this year, this channel really has a chance to shine, especially now with my new partnership with Machinima. So I'm really excited. And that's it. That's the plans for now. There are some other tournaments later this year that I am thinking of going to. For example, in May, I know there's for Ultimate Fighting Game, and I think it's Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament in Chicago. That's run by Keats, who works for SRK. That's going to be a good time. There's also supposed to be East Coast Throwdown in Atlantic City sometime in May, but they still haven't gotten a schedule or a venue. But if they do, I will think about going to that. In June, there's Midwest Championships is returning. It's going to be at Jason Wilson's Arcade in Tennessee. Yes, I know Tennessee is not in the Midwest, but he took the name back anyway. And I'm sure that's going to have every popular game, plus it's going to have Super Turbo in a big way, because that's Jason Wilson's tournament at his arcade. And then finally, in July, you have EVO Nationals, which is in Las Vegas once again. And I'm excited. So, yeah, this is good. A lot of stuff going on. This channel officially relaunching it with the release of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Let me tell you this, I'm not going to show you any official full gameplay footage. However, I might be doing a small montage of footage for you as a little teaser over this weekend leading into Tuesday to get everyone hyped for the game. So, if I get a chance to play the game again, I'm going to take some footage. We'll see if I can get a little teaser out there. But anyway, alright, that's it. I'm DSP. I'm pumped. Marvel 3, all about it. It's really good. I can't wait to get into it and start to master the damn thing. Want to get my hands on it again. I'm fiending for it today. I didn't get to play it today. I'm like, oh, I want to play it, because when I get my hands around a new game like that, and it's one that I like, I really just want to learn the game and be immersed in the game as much as I can for a while until, you know, I feel like I'm tournament worthy. And I kind of need to kick it up a notch because Winter Brawl is in less than 2 weeks. Well, it's in exactly 2 weeks right now. So, alright guys, that's it. I'll see you later. Thanks a lot. Channel relaunch, Hulk, Super-Skrull. Hope to see you soon on my TV. And Marvel, get fucking hyped. Let's do this.